do. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Master Leonard Jordan here from Jordan's Black Belt Academy once again to rise up and do some Taekwondo with me here today. I hope everybody's doing well. I know that winter is fast approaching. It feels cold outside today, but it's a good opportunity for you to go ahead and move indoors and move around, get excited, get your blood pumping in your body, get flexible, learn some Taekwondo with me. And then, we're heading into the final stretch of our course here with you guys. We are doing a 10-week session. This is week number 8, and I do believe we're going to be off next week for the holiday break, and then we will reconvene after that. But until then, if it's your first time joining us, welcome aboard. It's never too late to start. We do have a lot of our videos posted on Rise Vermont's Facebook page, and you can go back and take a look at some of those and review some of the things. If it's your first time, follow along, do the very best that you can. And as always, if you have questions, you can put them in the comment section while the video is going on live, or you can email me after the fact at masteryordan@ybba.com. That's one word, masteryordan @ybba.com. Our format, what we're going to do is just get warmed up, do some calisthenics, do some hand drills, do some kicking drills, a couple of concepts and things to think about, send you on your way. And we always want to review certain techniques that we've done in previous classes because, after all, we are trying to build a very solid foundation. If your foundation is weak, the house is going to crumble. So back to the basics is another term you may have heard used a lot. So we want to go back, always review the basics, make sure our fundamentals are strong, and we build upon those every single week. Give you a couple new techniques to work on and see what, throw it against the wall and see what sticks. Another saying they have out there, right? So without further ado, please say hello in the comments section. Let me know who's out there here today so I can say hi to you back and spread the word about our Taekwondo program that we're here doing with Rise Vermont. A few classes left. Again, go back and take a look at some of the other ones at any time and just keep on practicing because, that's how we get good at something, right? You keep on practicing. All right, so our attention stance. We bring our feet together and we bow. The word for this is chariot, and the word for bow is kyungne, and the word for our ready position is chumbi. So there's your basic commands that you need to know because you're fluent in Korean, aren't you? So you know what all those things mean. We're going to have you guys start from the top, working our way down like we always do. So let's do some arm circles backwards. Now, when you guys are exercising, obviously you want to try to find that target heart rate, and you want to go as fast as you can without, risking any, injury. Let's go the other direction. And if you know what your target heart rate is, that's good. You can research that. There's charts all over the internet that can tell you exactly what your target heart rate is for just exercise, fat burning, cardio things. There's different levels that you can get to. Let's go ahead and put our hands on our hips. Let's go ahead and rotate one direction, and then we go back to the other. And again, as always, when we do this, keep your head and your shoulders as still as possible. Rotate your hips around to try to get a good range of motion. Don't do this with your head and your body. Just keep that as still as you can and get a wide range of motion. Our hips are so important when it comes to doing Taekwondo because of all the kicks that we do. All right. Flexibility matters. It matters in every sport that you do. Being flexible and being strong helps prevent injuries, although even the most finely tuned athletes do have injuries. If you look at, we'll just watch SportsCenter one day in ESPN, you'll see people who get injured because they're performing at such a high level. It happens sometimes. If you have an injury, just work around it. Be safe. If you have a muscle pull, don't use that leg. If you have a certain limited range of motion, then just be careful and use your best discretion. That's what we want you to do every time. All right, let's put our feet together and bend your knees a tiny bit and just kind of circle your hip knees one direction and then come back to the other. Nice and easy. Just work easy. There we go. Full circle and back. Don't lock your knees straight. Just keep them kind of flexed and bent. One way and back to the other. Good. One direction and back to the other. Okay, let's bring our body up. Let's put our hands in front of us, just like this. And this routine where we're going to rotate our body as far as we can. Try to rotate all the way around. Make sure that when you do, you pivot on the back ball of the foot. I'll turn this direction. Watch this foot. We pivot as we come around. So make sure you pivot each time just to get a good range of motion. When I do this, I tell you, every single time I do this, it's like snap, crackle, pop. right up my back. It kind of loosens me up just a little bit. Maybe I'm getting old. Maybe that's the problem, right? If you're out there and you're young and you're watching this and you don't have that issue, good for you. Give it a few years, right? Excellent. All right, what I'm going to have you guys do is, again, working our hips. Side, side, front, front, like we always do with our knee raises. So keep your body as square as possible, right? Hands are here. Bring your knee to the outside, knee to the outside, knee to the front, knee to the front. And I always explain this in case somebody new is watching this for the first time. You want to have a range of motion from here all the way, like opening a gate. And see how my body stays forward. I want to be here and be able to come to the side. If you have that range of motion, that is awesome. That's hard to come by, believe it or not. Some people are more flexible than others, but in the martial arts, we want to be able to have this range of motion. That's good to have that so I can cover everywhere around me. All right, here we go. Side, side, front, front, to the side, and to the front. And you can go as fast as you like. Take your time if you need to. Keep your body upright and keep your hands up. Try not to turn to the side. Try to keep it forward as best as you can. We have some people in my class who are so flexible, they can go past that. They're just ridiculously flexible. Usually it's somebody who's done gymnastics or does some form of dance. Usually we'll find those are the more flexible people just because of the dynamic range of motion that they have to have, just like a Taekwondo practitioner. All right, stop. Let's go ahead and do some hip circles again. Again, please say hi out there. Somebody put it in a comment. Hey, Master Y, how's it going? Tell me who's out there so I can address you and say hello. I'm not a very shy person, as you could probably figure out, so. All right, excellent. Let's do some squats. Pay attention to your form. Always pay attention to your form. 2 shoulder width, bend your knees, sit down like you're going to sit on a chair. Don't hunch your body forward. Don't let your knees go forward. You want to stick your backside out and sit down just like that. That's a proper squat. Let's go ahead and do some of those. Let's do 30 seconds at your own speed. Right now, what muscles are we using? Our quads. We're using our hamstrings and back. We're using our glutes, you know, the thing that you sit on all day long, okay? Those are our muscles we're using right now. Good form. Tell you, it's one of the best exercises you can do overall body conditioning or squats, as long as you do them correctly. A few more. Excellent. All right. Now, your homework is to do some push-ups and crunches on your own. That's kind of boring, so I don't want to waste time with that. But if you notice, when people do push-ups, they do them wrong, okay? I want you to do your push-ups correctly. Imagine, if you will, the screen right now is the floor, and my hands are on the floor. If you notice where they're located, they're not up here by my head. They're not down here. My hands are right where my shoulders are, okay? This is where we want to be. So when you do your push-ups, this is the position, and you can go a little bit wider if you want, okay? This is your push-up position right here. So when you're doing this on the ground, you all know what a plank position is, right? So here's your plank position, where you're on your forearms and your body straight. Think of your push-up as a moving plank. That's all you're gonna do. Keep your stomach and your back and your legs nice and straight. Bend as far as you can go. If you can only go a tiny bit, then go a tiny bit. But stay in the proper range of motion, otherwise you're never gonna get good at a push-up. So we're not gonna spend time doing push-ups right now, but just to show you a good one, your body straight, down, and up. All right, you wanna make sure you have that. Now your push-ups are a great exercise to work so many parts of your body. Your chest, your shoulders, your puny little tricep muscles, your back, your leg. It is just an amazing exercise. Do some push-ups every single day, 25, 50 of them, based on how strong you are and how good and how fast you can recover, okay? Good exercise to do with your squats. Jumping jacks, let's think about that as well too. You know, from here, up, down. It's a great cardio exercise. Get your legs and calves warmed up, get your arms, body warmed up, gets the blood flowing. That's a good thing as well too. All right, let's go ahead and put our hands up and put one foot back. So we're gonna start off with, actually, let's go with our hand techniques today. Let's start with hands. I was gonna go right into the kicking drill. Let's change it up, we'll do hands. We did kicking first last time, I believe. Get right out into that sitting stance, just like we are, get cozy, have a seat, stay there. I'll be back in a half an hour. No, just keep that nice and strong. Put your hand up in a punch, 2 knuckles right here. These are the point of impact for your punch. Other hand is right here on your hip. If you notice, my palm is facing up. This one is down. And as they pass each other, they start to twist right at the last second. Twist, twist. So there's a good twist at the end of that punch. Let's do that. Okay, so we're going to here, and we're going to punch. There we go. Stay with me. Strong. Keep those legs bent, right? Straight punch, straight off your shoulder, not here. Don't come across and down. Just go straight off your shoulder. Some martial arts will actually have you, they'll tell you, you want to come over to the center and come down. Okay. Now, there's a physics reason why we don't do that. I won't get into that right now, but think about this. If you had to put a piece of wood on top of a piece of wood, and the piece of wood is like this angle, it's going to collapse right down, right? If this is here and this is here, then it's going to be sturdy. I'll explain more some other time. If you have questions, send me an email, okay? Straight off your shoulder, straight off your shoulder. Nicely done. Okay, now this one's going to be super fast. Ready, and go. Fast. Oh, faster. Ready, set, go. Now I want you to punch faster than me, all right? On your mark. Get set. Stop. You shouldn't have gone right there. You should be listening. Ready, set, go. Yeah, fast as you can. Ready, set, go. I have an unfair advantage because I know when I'm going to say go. It's a little bit unfair. I totally get that, all right? Okay, so here we go. We're going to have you guys do our walking stance. Remember how I spoke about every single class? The width that we are is what? Railroad tracks. Imaginary railroad tracks that are shoulder width right on the floor in front of you. Now, a good thing you can do, if you're not sure how wide you should be stepping when you're doing your techniques, get some of that blue painter's tape. And kids, ask permission first, okay? But you can put it right on the floor, make 2 parallel lines that are shoulder width. That way, when you step forward to do a punch, you step on the other line, and you'll know exactly how wide you need to be. Now, eventually, that just becomes habit by doing it how? Over and over and over. Practice, practice, practice. All right, we are going to step forward and drive that punch. All right, so we're back to our Chumbi position. Step forward. When I say go, I don't care which one you use, but if I use my left leg, I use my left hand. If I use my right leg, I use my right hand. But you got to time it exactly the same time. Your foot lands, your hand punches at the exact same time. Are we ready? Here we go. Set and go. Punch. Yeah. Let's come on back. Let's go with the other hand. Ready, go. All right. Ready, switching. Each time we're going to switch to the other. Go. And go. Good. Now, here's a way we can get more power. Everybody out there, you can say it. I'm not going to hear you, but let's pretend. Say reaction force. Reaction force. For every action, equal opposite reaction. Newton's third law. So, what I'm going to do, and I want you to pay close attention to this, I'm going to punch with my right hand, but my left hand has to come backward. In order for it to come backward, I have to start with it up in the air. So I'm going to start with that left hand up, begin moving forward, and as I land, boom, 100 pounds of pressure here, 100 pounds of pressure here. Equal and opposite. So here we go. Before you step, pick a hand up and then drive. Now, you want to punch so fast, your martial arts uniform makes a noise. Listen carefully. There's no background noise. Hopefully there's no background noise where you are. Just listen for this noise. Now, did you hear that uniform go pow, like the martial arts movies? The reason that happened is because I punched so strong that it left my uniform behind. I punched so strong it leaves it behind, and then pow, it comes forward and makes that noise, just like that. Now, if you're not wearing a long sleeve shirt and you hear that noise, I might be worried you might have injured something, but I'm just joking. But, punch fast. Ready? Here we go. We're going to step out. One hand is up, punching with this one, and drive. Has to finish same time. Let's go back to the other side. Good. Pick your hand up. I'm going to punch with this one now. As I step out, end it, same time. Let's change it up. We're going to do a middle block. Okay, middle block coming at you. Block here. All right, we're going to step. I'm going to block with my right arm. Right foot, ready, and block. We make our X, and then we cross. Here's our X. Off to the side. Come this way. Let's switch it up. We're going to make our X off to the side. to the side, and block. Now we're in that nice walking stance. Remember our railroad tracks, and you're going to get tired of hearing me say that. But we have to remember those railroad tracks. That way we know we're wide enough. If we're too narrow, we have no stability, okay? All right, let's change it up. Let's go to what we call an outer forearm block. Now, we've done this before in previous classes. My hand finishes, palm is facing away. This right here is my outer forearm. If I put my arms down, that's my outer forearm. We're going to use that part to block. Hand is in a nice fist. Here we go. We're here. We're going to step out, and we're going to drive. Now, this arm is bent. We don't want it flat. If something's coming at you and you block flat, you're going to completely whiff and go right underneath it. We want to make sure you have the ability to separate and turn that thing away. Here we go. And block. We'll do 10. 1. Come on back. And 2. We're still making that X and turning it away. Ready? And 3. Good. And 4. Good. 5. 6. 7. Palm is facing away as finishes. 8. Nice. 9. Last one, and 10. Very good. Let's switch it up. Let's do 10 with the other side. Ready? And 1. Nice and strong. 2. 3. X. Push away. Push. Use this. Use your shoulders and back. And 4. Good. 5. 6. 7. 8. Block as strong as you can. 9. All right, one more, and 10. Boom. Good. So let's jump over. We did that. Let's go to our wedging block. Wedging block. The block we just did, it's just 2 of those. That's all you got to think about. 1 here, 1 here. Snow plow through the middle, pull apart. I'm trying to grab a hold of you. I'm trying to push you. Your hands come up through the middle, and we check it and redirect. Now remember, you don't need to go way out here. You don't need to go, ah! Okay, now my body's wide open. It is just a quick redirect. That's all it is. Here, pop, move up that much. Boom. Okay? Stopping just inside your shoulder. Here we go. We'll do 10 of these. Feel free to alternate. You can step with your right foot, step with your left foot, alternate. So we're really doing 5 each side, but we're doing 10 total. Are we ready? Here we go. And 1. Check it. Good. Nice and strong. Commit forward. Ready? 2. Ah. Ready? And 3. And 4. Good. 5. Not flat. Has to bend. 6. 7. Feel free to step with the other leg if you haven't been. 8. Cross, cross, pull apart. Use all these muscles, chest, back, shoulders, forearms, triceps. Ready? And I think we're on 9. Ready? Last one, and 10. Beautiful. There's your wedging block. Defending against somebody pushing, trying to grab a hold of you, things like that. We are going to go ahead, and last time we did a couple combination moves. We're going to do a middle block punch combination where we come here and we block palm facing me. Note palm facing me, middle block, and then right afterwards you punch. And it has to happen pop, pop, 1, 2. Looks just like this. Let's do it from a sitting stance. That's what we'll do. Okay, here we are. It is going to be 1, 2. Middle block, punch. Now, what I want you to think about is a fast muscle is a relaxed muscle. If you're relaxed, you can move quick. Okay? If you're tense, okay, tense, relaxed, fast, right? So the idea is that you want to move so fast it looks like a blur. Now, I don't know if I'm that fast anymore, but let's see if this is a blur. You tell me. Was it kind of blurry? I'm hoping. Okay. But yeah, as we get older, we get slower. That's just how it is. We're going to make it a blur. We're going to go middle block punch, and it has to be a blur. Pa-pa. Now, don't go so fast that you compromise the quality of your technique. That makes no sense. Goes for a lot of things. Be correct. Work on the speed after the fact. Make your X, block, punch. So do that move, bang, bang. Ready? We'll do it 10 times. We'll do this combination. And 1, block punch. Ready? 2, block punch. And 3, block punch. I like to make that X first, just so you remember. And my blocking hand is on the outside of that X. Both palms are facing away. Here, block punch. Okay, here we go. I think we're on 5. Ready? Block punch. And 6, block punch. 7, fast as can be. 8, oh, faster, faster. Ready? 9, pop, pop. Make that blur, make that blur. Ready? And 10. Yeah, were you fast? Was it a big blur? Is there anybody who's watching can attest to that it was a blur? All right. Obviously, the better you get, the faster you'll be able to move. And again, do it right. Don't try to run before you learn how to walk. Don't try to drive a Ferrari if you only have a learner's permit, because you're probably going to go off the road. I use that one a lot in class, and people are like, oh, the kids are like, oh, I'd love to drive a Ferrari. Do you have a license? Well, no. I said, then don't drive a Ferrari. All right, let's go ahead and change up our technique, our hand technique. Let's do, how about a knife hand strike? Knife hand strike. So let's pick our hand up. Let's spread your fingers way apart. Ah, okay, no, you don't want that. You want to take your fingers nice and tight, thumb nice and tight, tucked in. Curl your fingers a tiny bit. Strong hand right here. Okay, this right here. That's what you're going to make striking with right here. So we're going to do a knife hand strike. We're going to be in a sitting stance, and we're going to go straight off to our side, just like that. Knife hand strike or cross cut. Okay, we're here. Let's go ahead and make an X. Oh, there's that darn X again. This time your striking hand, I want that one on the inside of your X. Right here, right by your ear. Ah, grab a hold of your ear. No, don't do that and make sure you'll rip your ear off. No, keep right by your ear. Other hand is here, and we're going to pull it apart just like that. Straight off my shoulder. Not up here, not down here. Straight off our shoulder. Here we go. X, strike. All right, here we go. X, strike. X, fast. There you go. And notice this hand's still coming back to here at the same time. Ready? And I think we did 4. Let's say we did 4. Ready? And 5. Good. Try to switch arms if you like. 6. And 7. Good. Cross. 8. 9. Last one. 10. All right. Feel free to use the other arm. Ready? And 1. Good. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6, all these muscles in your shoulder are being used. 7, chest, back. 8, 9, last one, and 10. Beautiful job, beautiful job. Okay, I am going to actually teach you, excuse me, something that we do in my school. Now, I belong to an association called United Black Belt Academies. My instructor, who I train with, yes, everybody still has an instructor, unless you're the highest person in the world and there's nobody above you, right? But I still have an instructor. My instructor is Grandmaster Dunleavy, who is from the Newport, Morrisville, that whole area, right? And so he's the one that taught me how to do all this stuff. But he's the one, under our organization, we do something which is called a Kibon. So K-I-B-O-N. So let me hear you say it, Kibon. A Kibon, by definition, is a basic warm-up exercise or routine. So we have one that we do in class that the first night you come, we teach you, called Kibon 1. And it's a basic block down low, basic block in the middle, basic block up high, and a basic punch. 8 moves. We do them on each side. The whole Kibon pattern goes left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Now, if you don't know left from right, put your hand up. If you see the L here, then that's how you know that's your left, okay? Now, we have people who sometimes get confused with left and right, so we want to make sure we find a way so you understand. Here we go. We are going to be in our sitting stance. We're nice and cozy. Okay, we're going to be here for a couple days. All right, put your hands in your ready position here. We're going to start with a low block to our left. That's move number 1. This hand is on our hip. Now, I'll get away from all the crazy setups. Just think, left, low block. So move 1 here. So go ahead and do that to your left. to your left. Now, let's go to the other side, to your right side, okay? Usually I mirror image people in class, but you know, what I'll do is I don't want to say this to mirror image you and tell you left when I'm using actually my right hand. You figure it out. My left, my right. If you're in theater, it's like, go to your left. Was that left or stage left? Left, or, you know, So hands are here, ready, and 1, to your left, 2. Move 3, middle block to your left, and 4. Back to move 3, and move 4. Let's go back to the very beginning, ready, and 1, down to your left, 2, 3, X, 4. Now let's go up high. Cross inside, 5. Cross, 6. Let's go 5 and 6. 5, 6. Let's go back to our very beginning. Ready? Here we go. And 1, 2. Cross, 3, 4. Up high, 5 and 6. And then we go punch, punch. So that's 7 and 8. Again, as you can see, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And those last 2 punches happen in sequence fast. Pop, pop. So your whole tempo is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's how we do Kibon 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that whole sequence, we're going to start from the beginning. We'll do it all without stopping. I'll just say the numbers. You do the techniques, and think about that. We're working our way up the ladder, right? Starting low, going middle, going high, back to the middle. We'll come down the ladder a little bit after that. Here we go. Hands are here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back to our Chumbi position. All right. Take 10 seconds, grab myself a little bit of water so I don't cough all over the microphone here. All right, so we have our basic pattern, Kibon 1. That's what you just did. Now, keep in mind, by definition, a Kibon is a basic warm-up routine. That Kibon was given to us one year at summer camp way back in the early 80s, up in Lake Willoughby, Vermont. One of the visiting masters from Korea used these in his school, so he gave them to us to use. That's where it comes from. If you try to Google Kibon 1, you're not going to find it. Okay, you might find it, but okay, so that's why we do that, basic warm-up exercise. We're going to get into some kicking stuff. Are you ready? I hope you're flexible and warmed up. If not, we're going to do a couple leg things to get you warmed up and ready to go. I hope you have a room around you so you don't kick something and knock something over, okay, if you're at home, or if you're in an office somewhere, if you're in school somewhere, wherever it is that it may be, I hope you have a little bit of room. Let's start off with getting our hammies warmed up. We're going to do a stepping stretch kick. Say stepping stretch kick. We always love to start with these. So we have our hands here. We're going to step through like we're going to walk forward. So just like you're going to walk forward, instead of going step, step, it's going to be step, stretch. Step, stretch. That's going to be, and we'll move back where we came from to allow us to go back forward again. That way you're not walking right across the room into the screen, okay? Hands are up. We're going to do 10 with each leg. Hands are high. Be tall. Ready? 1. Step, stretch. Good. Based on your own flexibility, you work it out. Ready? 2. Step, stretch. When you stretch, keep that leg straight. Don't bend the knee. We're stretching our hamstrings. Here we go. Body upright. Step, stretch. 3. There you go. We're just getting going. 4. If you're just joining us, please say hi. Let us know who's out there. 5. Step, stretch. And 6. Step, stretch. 7. Yes, keep your body up. Keep your hands up. 8. Be relaxed. 9. Excellent. And 10. Alrighty, let's go ahead and switch sides. Obviously, you want to be equally good on each side. We spoke in the previous classes. You don't want to say, I have a good side and a bad side. The bad, it just has a negative context. I have a dominant side and a less dominant side. Now, if you think about it that way, the reason I explain that to you is simple. Context matters. If you think of it as a bad side, then that's bad thoughts. If you think of it as a non-dominant, well, what can I do to make that one as good as the other one? It's just a mindset that you need to have in your life, not just with Taekwondo. Here we go. Less dominant side, maybe. Body up, step, stretch. 1, step, stretch. And 2. Good. 3, don't tuck your chin. Be up here. And 4, be tall. Even though I'm so tall. 5. I'm pretty sure if you're out there watching, you're taller than me. 6. 7. Good. Body up tall. 8. Hands up. Stretch. Nice and easy. 9. Good. Last one, and 10. Good balance now. When we're doing our exercises, you want to have good balance. You want to breathe. You want to have good focus. So we have something that we call the 5 points of power. Speed, focus, balance, breath control, and reaction force. We spoke about reaction force. Breath control, breathe so you don't get a cramp. How many of you out there have exercised before and got a cramp, right? Your muscles are just screaming at you, give me some air. That's why you have cramps. It needs it. So if you have good breath control, you won't get cramps. Focus, paying attention to the task at hand, picking a target, mental focus, physical focus, balance, don't fall over. Okay, so we're going to have all these things to help out. Now what we're going to do is we're going to actually be, I'm going to have you stay with your feet shoulder width. Put your hands right on your hips, okay? What we're going to do now is I'm going to have you guys do, just pick your leg right up and do an instep kick. Now the target's going to be right below the belt. The reason why I'm having you do it this way is to work on muscle control to lift your knee and kick straight out. Not just use momentum to pick your knee up. You're using the muscles to lift. That way it's quicker. Up kick. I don't have time, maybe I won't have time to come off this leg and do what I have to do. If I'm just standing here, up kick fast. That's what you want to have the strength to do. So let's do alternate legs. Pick it up, kick, and back. Point that foot way down. Point that foot way down. Not up here, okay? Not like this, way down. Here we go, hands hip, and kick. Right here, just below the belt level. Ready, and kick. And by the way, your belt level. Don't kick up here like this, saying that's belt level, because I'm actually 5'8". So if this is belt level, okay, and that means they're approximately 11 and a half feet tall. Don't do that. Your belt level. Ready? Here we go. Kick, switch, kick. Total control on the way down. Kick, rechamber, put your foot down. Don't let your leg fall down. Kick, bring it back. Put it, excuse me, put it there because you choose to. Muscle control. Kick. Kick, kick, be tall, good balance, use your hips flexors and be able to lift and kick, up, control, control, control. Very nice. Now just do the same kick but pull your toes back and expose the ball of your foot. Ball, toes forward, toes back. All right, toes back, ball of the foot. Now you can put your hands right here. Kick, right back, controlled. Don't fall down all wibbly wobbly. Right from where you started. If it starts right here, pick it up and put it right back where it started. Kick, control. Kick, ball of the foot. Kick, toes back. Kick, kick, ready, go. Kick, kick, fast front kick, hands up. Good, stop. All right, so let's talk about our stepping turning kick. Again, one of my favorite ones because it's easy to do. The first kick you did, remember, you're instep kicking. I'm going through this stuff because you have to do it every class, all right? We're here. Remember how we did a step, stretch? It's now step, turn. Foot comes across this way. That's why it's called the turning kick. Turns inward. Step, kick. Ready? Step, kick. Hands are up. Make sure you have room around you. Step, kick. Step, kick. Ready, and step, kick. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Ready, step, kick. Hands up, step, kick. Nice and relaxed. Don't be tense. If you have to kick lower, kick lower. If I can't kick any higher than this. If that's your level of flexibility, that's fine. Work within what works for you. Hands are here. We want to try to be more flexible, right? Step, kick. All right, one more time. Step, boom, kick. All right, let's talk about our skipping turning kick this time. We just did a step, right? Same motion, but you're gonna make it faster. The reason we do a skipping kick is to cover ground faster and to cover more ground itself. I can step, kick, or I can really skip forward fast. So as you can see, I covered much more distance. So with that skipping, you can cover more distance. Not sure what you have for distance around you right now, but let's say you should probably have, 1, 2, 3. If you have 3 steps of movement in front of you area, that's going to be good for this kick because we're going to skip fast and cover some distance. We are here. We have our hands up. My foot, that's going to come in front of me, not behind me. That's for a different kick. It's going to come in front of me, and it's going to skip fast, like I'm going to run right towards you. And at the last second, I pick this foot up, and I come and kick. So that's how I want you to think of it. It's like you're going to run towards me fast, but pick the foot up. Here we go. Let's do 5. Hopefully you're following along okay. And 1, skip, kick. Cover that distance quickly. Start back where you can. Ready, set, go. Skip, kick. Good. Ready, skip, kick. Good. Ready, skip, kick. One more. Skip in there fast. Skip, kick. Beautifully done. Okay, so that's an easy kick. Let's talk a little bit about some good stretches that you can do at home. First thing I want you to understand is you want to have as good mobility as possible. I want you to come on down to your knees, okay? Now, first one I want to have you do is to just put one foot up in front of you with your knee back. I'm going to turn so you can see what this should look like. You should look like this. So I have this leg stretching back, this one's forward, body upright. Don't hunch down your leg, be your body upright like this. So I'll turn it towards you so you can see that. You want to make sure, just like this, put the hands right here on your leg, and I'm going to have you arch your back and push your hips towards the front ankle, just like that. Don't do this, no slouchy. Body up and push. Good, come on back. Ready, and push. And come on back off of it. Now we're going to stay down for about 30 seconds on this one. Ready, and go. So we're going to stay right here, square myself up. Don't hunch, don't slouch, okay? Just like this, good balance. You should feel the stretch on the top of that leg that's in back, or behind the front leg on your hamstrings towards your glutes area. That's where you should feel this stretch. If you don't feel the stretch and you're super flexible, good for you. Let's go ahead and switch. Let's get that leg right out there. Our body is up. Remember, our feet need to be still on the railroad tracks. Too narrow, you're going to fall over. So square your body right up to me. Arch your back. Hands are here. Push your hips down to the front foot. There you go. Keep your body upright. You should feel the stretch behind the front leg or the top of your leg it's in back. Very nicely done. And come on back. All right, another stretch we're going to do, you can go ahead and do this on your own. It's called, I'm not going to stay into this, it's called a frog stretch. Now, it looks kind of funny, but you're on your knees. Get your knees out as far as you can, and then you put your hands in front of you, and you just, like, you almost look like a frog. So, this is the position you're in. And your feet are flat on the floor behind you. And you should feel the stretch when you do this one. You should feel the stretch inside here. That's where you should feel this. Get those legs right out there and get your weight right above your hips and just kind of stand there. Sit there, I mean. So all the weight is pushing this knee out, pushing this knee out, just like that. We call that a frog stretch. Now, what you can do is from this frog stretch, go down onto your forearms, right? Or you can stay up here. It's up to you. I have some people who are so flexible, they do a frog stretch and they're in a complete split and they're resting your belly on the floor. that's kind of cool that they can do that. But if you work at it, you can too. All right, let's bring our knees in, and let's sit right up. Here we go. Good. Everybody stand up for a second. Put your hands on your hips. So give me some rotation to get some blood flowing back into those hips. All right. Now, the next one I'm going to have you guys do is you're going to lay on your back, and you're going to hug your knee to your chest while your other leg is straight out. So what I'm talking about is you'll be on the floor, and you're going to bring one knee to your chest, other leg is straight out, and you're going to hug this knee as tight as you can. There, that's your stretch. Okay, so go ahead and stay in that position for a little bit. And when you're done, let's go ahead now. Let's switch to the other side. Bring that knee right tight to your chest. Your other leg is straight out. All right. This time what I want you guys to do is put your feet apart. You don't have to go very far. Just have your legs out where you feel, oh, that's kind of uncomfortable, but I can hang in there if I have to. So find wherever that spot is, okay? And you have your legs out. Your body is upright, straight. Put your hands behind you if you'd like to for now, okay? So our feet are pointed to the sky. What I want you to do is, keeping your body as straight as possible, we're going to turn towards one leg. And when you turn towards that one leg, you're going to reach out and grab your foot and pull yourself down. Now, if you can't reach your foot, grab a hold of your shin, or grab as far as you can. I can reach down, grab a hold of my foot, and I can bring myself down towards that side. Good, let's come on up. We're going to turn our body. We're going to reach down to grab that foot and bring yourself down to that side. And bring it right to the middle and put your hands on the floor and walk yourself out as far as you can. Can you put your elbows on the floor? Yeah? Sit there and read like this, right? All right. Good. Now, I'm going to have you keep your body straight. Take your hands, reach over and grab a hold of your feet. Can you grab a hold of it over the top? Grab your sides, grab your shin, and keep your chin up and pull yourself down just like this if you have to. There you go. And come on back. All right, bring your legs together. Now it's like, oh, you might feel a little bit from that stretch. Now I'm going to have you bring one foot in, and the other one is off to the side, just like this. As you can see, I have this, like half of that thing with my knee tucked in tight. Good, and just kind of stay right here, body upright. You can push your knee to the floor, okay? Let's go ahead and bring that out. Let's bring the other side in. And you might find you're more flexible on one side than the other. That's common for people. You want to try to be equal on both sides, but one side's probably more flexible with certain range of motion. Good, and then bring it out and just shake your legs out. All right, let's come on up. Excellent. Get some hip circles going again just to get some blood flowing back into those hips. Now, we have what we've always spoken about, our 5 tenets of Taekwondo. Self-control, perseverance, integrity, courtesy, and indomitable spirit. We talked about last week, acts of courtesy, things of that, and how to persevere. Let's talk a little bit about self-control. How do you practice self-control daily? What is it that you can do and implement to help you with your own self-control? Sometimes it can be simple as just taking a deep breath through your nose. That's one way to get yourself in check. But there's mental self-control and physical self-control. They both require you being able to get a hold of it and do good things versus letting it get away from you. Self-control daily. It's hard to do sometimes. I'm not going to lie to you. Again, especially with the way things are right now with the whole COVID lockdown and things that are going on. But still, a couple deep cleansing breaths through your nose and then out through your mouth. If you have to take 5 of them, then take 5 of them. But the idea is that when you feel like you're about to lose control mentally or physically, step back, take a big deep breath in through your nose, close your eyes, open, regain your focus, and good things will happen after that. Now, if you have any questions, as always, you want to send me a message, masterjordan@ybba.com. I'm always looking at my emails and getting back to people if they have any questions. So please reach out if you have to. This concludes week number 8 of our 10-week. We are going to be off next week because of the Thanksgiving holiday, but we will be back after that, okay? So please note that. Hang in there. Tell your friends. Come on. have somebody try it for the first time, go back, review the older videos. They're there for you to watch and to learn at any given time. I appreciate you being here as always. Mad props goes out to Rise Vermont for being so incredibly generous and giving me the opportunity to be here with you, showing you what we know, basic beginner Taekwondo. If you've sparked an interest in martial arts, research, see what there are for schools in your area. I'm sure there's lots of them all around. But if you have a question as to, I'm not sure where I live, can you point me in the right direction, Master Jordan? Send me a message. I will point you in the right direction because I know people all over the place. Thank you so much for being here. It's been great. Bring our feet together, Chariot and Kyungnae. And as we say, thank you in Korean, Kamsahamnida. And as we always say at Jordan's Black Belt Academy, we train to rise above ourselves, never to rise above other people. Stay strong, and we'll see you real soon. Bye for now.